KREM 2 News 10 at 10 begins now.
Well, good evening and thank you for joining us for KREM 2 News 10 at 10, where we give you more news in less time. I'm Amanda Rowley. Let's get started. Just into our newsroom, one person is dead and another is taken to the hospital with serious injuries after a motorcycle crash near Meade tonight. According to Spokane County Sheriff's Office, it happened just after 7 o'clock tonight. Deputies say 2 people were on the motorcycle when they crashed on North Fairview and East Piper Road. Officers said the female passenger died at the scene. Meantime, the man driving the motorcycle was rushed to the hospital with severe injuries. Fairview Road is currently closed near East Piper as the investigation continues tonight. The Oregon man accused of kidnapping a Seattle woman and holding her in a makeshift cell in his home has been found guilty on all charges. The FBI says Ngazi Zuberi posed as an undercover officer to trick the woman and then sexually assaulted her during the drive to his Oregon home. The woman managed to escape from the cinder block cell she was placed in. Investigators also linked Zuberi to the abduction of another woman outside an Oregon bar. Both incidents happened back in 2023. Sentencing is scheduled for January 16th. And we have some good news tonight. If you live in the Latah Valley area, crews have completed work on Chelan Spokane Road and it is officially back open. City crews closed Chelan Spokane Road between Highway 195 and South Cedar Road intermittently for repaving this week. Latah Bistro posted this photo celebrating the road reopening. Well, it's finally the weekend, so let's take a first look at your forecast with meteorologist Michelle Boss. Michelle, it certainly feels like fall, but it looks like this weekend it's actually going to be shaping up to be rather nice.
Yeah, we're really going to be turning things around this weekend because it was cold this morning. In fact, our very first freeze at the Spokane airport, the low was right at 32, and we only topped out at 50 this afternoon. We have a little rain out there right now, but because those clouds have moved in, our temperature is not really dropping much. We're only a degree off today's high at 49 degrees. It's 47 in Coeur d'Alene. We certainly will not be worried about freezing temperatures tomorrow morning. Temperatures still in the 50s across much of central Washington from Omak down into Othello and near 60 in Richland, 54 right now in Lewiston. We do have a little bit of cloud cover and a few sprinkles to deal with for the overnight hours and could see a few sprinkles early tomorrow morning, but then things should start clearing out for the afternoon. And take a look at where temperatures are headed. We should see some sunshine Saturday afternoon with highs in the mid 60s, and it looks like we could be on our way to the low 70s on Sunday.
All right, thank you, Michelle. Now on to Nightbeat with a quick look at the day's top stories. Police say a man attacked and strangled a woman outside her workplace. The man accused of the assault, Michael Trout, faced a judge today, and it turns out he's been in court for a similar crime in the past. Spokane County court records show a woman was leaving WSU Spokane's pharmaceutical building yesterday. She saw a man that she thought was a worker. Investigators say the man put his hands around her throat as she loaded her car, but she eventually fought him off. It's not the first time Trout has been accused of attacking a woman. In fact, the court commissioner said there appears to be a pattern here.
There is a remarkable similarity between this one and the last one, but the court is very concerned that this appears to have been a stranger in the parking lot.
Details are eerily similar to an assault Trout was convicted of 2 years ago. In August 2022, Trout was convicted for attacking another woman on the Centennial Trail. He is now being held on a $40,000 bond. Tragic news out of Colbert tonight after an early morning RV fire killed 2 people. It happened at Wild Rose RV Park. A neighbor who lives just 2 spots down from where the fire was says he was the first one to see the smoke and call for help.
Yeah, I came out and smelled smoke immediately and saw it just burling out of their trailer. I ran over to their house and I banged on their door and yelled and screamed at them as loud as I could.
Investigators say the fire was accidentally started, but they haven't determined how. Spokane County Fire District 4 says this is the second fatal fire in the county this year. In both cases, there were no smoke alarms. The owner of Casa Tap House arrived to a broken window Tuesday morning. They say someone threw a rock through the store's front window overnight. The owner says the vandalism will cost about $2,000 to replace the window. Casa owner Julie Norris says vandalism and even harassment of employees has become a regular occurrence over the last 3 to 4 months. That's why Casa recently installed cameras and a new security system. But to their disappointment, nothing has changed.
Our small businesses, we're the heart of the economy, and we need to strengthen that, and we also need protection, and we need people to enforce the law so that we can be safe here in the city.
Norris says community leaders have reached out offering support. They have reported the most recent incident to Spokane police. This incident at Casa comes about a month after Zona Blanca announced its closure, citing increased crime, visible drug use, and damage in downtown Spokane. Now, year to date, Spokane Police's crime report shows property crime in downtown Spokane is down nearly 8% compared to last year. Well, that was your Night Beat. To learn more about any of these stories, just head to our website, KREM.com. And continuing our coverage on a disturbing story out of Montana. A 911 caller reported a bear killed his friend while inside his tent. Police now believe he was murdered. 35-year-old Dustin Jersom was found dead in his tent this weekend near Big Sky, Montana. His friend told investigators he started to worry when Dustin didn't check in. After finding his body, Dustin's friend called first responders, saying it looked like he was mauled by a bear. Investigators found no sign of a bear attack, but they later found evidence of a, quote, vicious attack. Now law enforcement is warning people in the area to stay vigilant as they look for a suspect. Tonight, Boeing is facing another review from the FAA. The agency says it's taking a closer look at Boeing's safety protocols over the next 3 months. The goal is to ensure the company is sharing information with the FAA quickly and accurately. The agency says no new incident sparked this review. It's part of its oversight of the company since the door plug blowout in January. Now, this company plans to lay off 17,000 workers to try and save cash during the strike. Employees will know by the middle of next month if they will lose their jobs. Union members are looking for a 40% wage increase and the return of their pension. Boeing withdrew its latest offer, which included a 30% wage increase over 4 years. At this hour, there are no plans to restart negotiations. All right, well, it's spooky season, and some in the Spokane area are going all out to show their Halloween spirit. KREM 2's Connor McAvoy gives us a look at some of the spookiest home decorations that you can visit this month, including a haunted house that's giving back to the community.
It's the season of scare. That's why you'll find houses on East 35th and South Grand getting into the Halloween spirit. But one home is proving to be a nightmare on North Elm Street. The DeMoss Haunted Maze is something designer Sean DeMoss says takes a lot of work and time.
I plan and then build the year after.
He's hosted 5 different haunted houses at his rented home. This year's theme, a corn maze.
Me and my sister actually been planning this and wanting to do this for like our whole life, and we were doing haunted yards, and then we decided to go ahead and start the haunted maze.
The maze with scares is already drawing the attention of thrill seekers. The cost is free, but DeMoss is accepting donations his family will deliver to local charities.
There's no real cost. If you show up with nothing, we let you go through. Then the canned foods, toys, and hygiene stuff gets added and given to the families in need.
It's a night of fright for a good cause in the community. This haunted maze is open from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. this Saturday, next Friday and Saturday, and of course, Halloween.
It's joyful, and like the crew loves it. Like it's a great feeling.
In Spokane, Connor McAvoy, KREM 2 News.
All right, well, it is KREM 2's Football Friday. Our game of the week tonight will be at the Central Valley Gonzaga Prep matchup. Join us on KREM 2 News at 11 tonight for our KREM 2 Football Friday show to catch all the highlights. And if you can't make it down to Pullman for WSU's homecoming game tomorrow, you can watch it live on KSKN 22. It's the spot for local college football this season. Tune in to watch the Cougs take on Hawaii at 12:30 p.m. this Saturday, only on KSKN 22. And that was KREM 2 News 10 at 10, where you get more news in less time.